Hello friends, I'm Chintak Patel here and this is my new channel I'm starting, Creative Chintan. Today on the first video, I'm going to explain you for the first library that I have made, Multi-Image Picker. In Android, if you are knowing that for selecting image from gallery, you require an intent, and in that intent, you can select single image. If you are allowed to select a multiple image, then you don't have a maximum image limits, image selection limit. My purpose was to create library uh, for this is in Android, it is natively not providing multiple image selection through intent from gallery. So if it is allows us to select multiple image, it does not have a capability to set the maximum limit, maximum selection limit for the selection of image. That if I need to select only 5 image for my project, then I cannot set. I can only select multiple images and that will return me the number of URIs that I have selected. So for that, I have made this library to select the number of images of whatever we are setting the limit 5, 10, 20, 30, whatever you are required, and it will select and return us the URI. Even if you require the absolute path instead of URI, so that is also been converted and given to in a response result. So this is very easy to use. Instead of doing all stuff from our code again and again in every project. So for these things, not coding again and again, for this easy purpose, I have made this library and I have did publicly available on the GitHub. So I will show you what is the URL on GitHub repository, and I will also explain how to use it in your Android Studio project. So guys, this is my library repository URL chintan369 slash multi image picker on the GitHub. So coming to this library, you will find the documentation here that this library allows to select multiple image selection that I told you. So regarding this, all the documentation is covered here, how to add the dependency in our project and how we can implement in a single step with easy steps, and how we can get the result in easy steps. So I'm going to show you in our Android project by implementing that the same. So now uh, we are going to create one empty project, new Android project, and selecting an empty activity, clicking on next, giving the application name is multi image pick demo. So I'm giving the application name as multi image pick demo and selecting language as Kotlin. As all you know about right now, Kotlin is very uh, great language rather than Java, and hope you all are working on Kotlin. Clicking on finish, which will create a new project in Android Studio. So once the Android project is created here, so empty activity is also created. So now when you are uh, created this project in the build.gradle, so in the previous before the in the old Android Studio projects, there were all projects block in the root build.gradle. So here I have mentioned that if you are using a old Android Studio and either old project, existing project you have, and you want to use this library in that existing project, then in the roots build.gradle file there will be all project block, and in that repository block you have to add this maven URL repository of Jetpack. If you are going to create a new project from new Android Studio, so in that project you must know that now this all project block has been removed by Android Studio from this root build.gradle. If you can see here, there is no all project block here. So where we can add this our repository for this project. So in the setting.gradle, they have given dependency resolution management task, and in that task in repository block we have to add our repository. So copying this maven URL Jetpack and pasting it here in the setting.gradle, because I am using a new Android Studio and hence it should be added in setting.gradle's dependency resolution management task. So now I am syncing, and this has been synced. Now we have to add library dependency in our app module or any other library module you are using. So in that module's build.gradle file dependency task, so copying from here implementation and the library. So here we have to add the latest version. So in the latest version, you will find the latest version in our repository here, that Jetpack 1.0.8. So 1.0.8 is our latest version. Whatever updates will come, the latest version will change, and you can take a latest version from there, or else you keep the lower version, whatever few features you want. So now I am syncing here. So once the library will sync, it will download the dependency and add it to our project. So friends, here we have code ready for displaying images after selecting the images from multi-image picker. So just a code. I'm going to show that how to call multi-image picker for selecting the library, means from the library, and we can select the multiple images, and how we can use that result from the multi-image picker library and display those images in our adapter, and this is just demo, and you can use those images for uploading it for your server and all the things whatever you want for your stuff. I'm just showing you the demo for displaying images whichever we have selected. So here uh, on the clicking of FB, means FAB, floating action button, we need to call the library multi-image picker where user can select the images. So I'm calling the library, showing you how to call the library. So just we have to uh, write the multi-image picker, call the multi-image picker dot with. So with is using which activity or using which fragment you want to call this library. So it needs a context. It needs the activity to run the library on top of it. So we are providing this activity. So this main activity from which we are calling, and which will return you the builder, and clicking on means calling the method. Now there is one more method, that site selection limit, as you can see. So site selection limit is the feature that the multi-image picker is providing us. So in natively, when we call the gallery intent, it only gives us the option to select a single image, or either if we are providing intent.put extra allow multiple. So it is giving us a option of multiple selection, but it does not give us a option that how much images to be selected. We cannot restrict the user from selecting a number of images, and that's why this feature has been added. This library has been created, and and second purpose is for easy to use. So now we are setting the site selection limit. So site selection limit, we have to provide a number of images to which the user should be restricted. That you if you want your user to select only 10 images at a time, then we have to set the number is 10 now. And uh, calling the open. So open function, when you call the open function, it will call the library. If you will not set the site selection limit, then it will by default take the 30, means 30 images to be selected by default. If you will give 0, or else if you will give more than 30, right now we have restricted it to 30 images max. So maximum is 30. So if you set the selection limit to 10, it will allow only 10 images to be selected. Now uh, after when you call open, it will open the library. So this is just a code. This 3-line code is giving you the very flexibility with multiple image selection, restrictions, and all the features. So now I'm going to run the application on our tablet. Yeah, so now uh, I hope that our design looks very good. Yeah, it is looking very good, but the title is not yet. Don't worry. So one more feature is in front of you, that when you will call the multi-image picker, you don't have to worry for permission. So regarding read external storage permission for getting the all the device images and all the runtime permissions, multi-image picker will handle all the things regarding permissions. It will ask user for permission. If user has not given permission, then it will not call and it will get back. And again, if you will call the multi-image picker library, then it will again check for that permission, and it will ask the permission, and clicking on allow by the user, it will directly open that library, I means all the image selection library. So we have to rest for the this code too. This is the very good feature in this, and I'm clicking on allow. So now after clicking allow, all the images in my device has been loaded here in a no second, in just a little time. So all the images has been, you can see, has been loaded here. Now it is showing the title here, select photos. When you will select, it will show that number of images selected. And one thing you may notice here, on the top right corner, once you have selected the image, then done button will appear. If you will deselect images, and if no number of image selected, then done button will not appear. So once you select any images, so right now we have selected 4 images and clicks on done, then it will go back. But right now we have not implemented the result handling, so we don't get any result in our hand. uh, so for that we have to implement that thing. One more thing, we have set the limit of 10. So right now we are I'm showing you limit of 10. Right now we have select photos. Now I am selecting 10 images. That 10 images has been selected. Now I am going to select 11th images. So it is showing me a toast message. You can select max 10 photos. If you will set limit to 12, then you will be only allowed to select 12 image. And if you will select 13th image, then you will show the toast message and 13th image will not be selected. So this is also a great feature. So now we will add the result handling. So how to handle the result? So on activity result needs to be over implemented. In that we have to check request code. So if you can see, we have not provided here request code, that start activity for result and request code we are giving. So it will be handled by multi-image picker library itself. So now uh, sorry, I have override the other method. On activity result has three parameters: request code, result code, and data. So if request code double equal to multi image picker dot request pick multi image, this is the request code we have to verify with multi image picker library. So we don't have to manage it from our side, it will be managed by multi image picker itself. And we have to check if the result code is okay. So result okay. If this is done, then we have to get a result. So we have to pass the data that we have got an argument from on activity result, and in this multi image picker dot result class we have to pass that data in the constructor, which will give us an object of result. Now we have to check if result dot is a success, if there is any images, and if result is success, then we can get a list of URI. So URI list is equal to result dot get image list. So there are two methods, get image list and get image list as absolute path. So get image list with will give you the URI, list of URI for the selected images, and get image list as absolute path, which will provide you the absolute path that contains the full path from the emulated storage to the album and the image path. We don't have to query for that again. It will give us by library. Uh, so just we have to pass the context. So right now we are getting just a URI list for our URI usage, and this is the URI list, and I am passing this to image adapter dot add images and URI list. So now we will run our application again, and the selected image will reflect to our adapter and will display selected images. So application is being installed. Now we don't have any image here added. So now clicking on the plus button, which will open the library. Now selecting this 7 images and clicking on this done button. So this added these 7 selected images to our image list, because whatever image we selected, it return us in the URI list, and we manage our stuff here to use showing it. So this is the multi-image picker usage, how to call it, how to handle result, and what are the features that I explained you. For such more interesting video about Android libraries, or any other Android regarding video you want, please whichever video you want with explanation, comment in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe my channel, that Creative Chintan. And also, if you like this, share with other developers, others friends, to whom whichever you want to share. So thank you for watching this video, and hope this library will help you for your project.